Hey y'all, what's up? This is Roklan from Roklan Reacts. I want to say thank you guys for joining me again. Today we are going to do a Norm Macdonald joke. This one is called the Moth joke. What I read about it, people said is outrageous, and it looks like it's not like stand up. He's in an interview with Conan O'Brien, I believe, and we're gonna watch that. Before we do that, I just want to say thanks, guys, for getting me up to so many subscribers. I'm up to 620, and I couldn't have did it without you. I also want you guys to please continue to suggest comedians down in the comment section because I do want to see things that I've never seen before. Well, with that being said, let's get into it. We are going to watch Norm Macdonald, and this is on the Conan show. And this is the Moth joke. Here we go.
I'm sitting with Norm Macdonald, and now not all your material comes from the news. Is that right?
No, some of my material comes. My strongest material comes from real life.
Real life.
Like for instance, today I was driving in a car. You were kind enough to bring a car to bring this old chunk of coal here to the studio.
We send cars for our guests. Yes.
Yeah, so I got in it, and I get material that way. So my
What do
driver,
you mean? How do you get material that way? You get in the car, and what happens?
my driver tells me a joke.
The driver we sent to pick you up told you a joke.
Yeah.
And you're going to tell it now on the show.
Yeah, that's how I get a lot of my material.
Okay. Why don't we just have him on next time?
That guy. That guy. No, wait till you hear me do it. So the guy, he goes, I say, I'll be the guy.
Okay.
A moth goes into a podiatrist's office.
A moth goes into a podiatrist's office. Right?
You are correct. A moth goes into a podiatrist's office, and the podiatrist's office says, "What's the problem?" And the moth says, "What's the problem? Where do I begin, man?" He goes, "I go to work for Gregory Linovich, and all day long I work. Honestly, Doc, I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. I don't even know if Gregory Linovich knows. He only knows that he has power over me, and that seems to bring him happiness. But I don't know. I wake up in a malaise, and I walk here and there." The podiatrist says, "Oh, yeah?" And the moth goes, "Yes." And he goes, "At night, I sometimes wake up and I turn to some old lady in my bed that's on my arm. A lady that I once loved, Doc. I don't know where to turn to. My youngest, Alexandria. She fell in the cold of last year. The cold took her down, as it did many of us. And my other boy, and this is the hardest pill to swallow, Doc. My other boy, Gregaro Ivanilidovich. I no longer love him. As much as it pains me to say, when I look in his eyes, all I see is the same cowardice that I catch when I take a glimpse of my own face in the mirror. If only the cowardice was stronger, then perhaps I could bring myself to reach over to that cocked and loaded gun that lays on the bedside behind me. And end this hellish facade once and for all.
How long a drive was this? Do you live in the valley? Where do you live? Please, sorry.
He says, "Doc, sometimes I feel like a spider, even though I'm a moth, just barely hanging on to my web with an everlasting fire underneath me. I'm not feeling good." And so the doctor says, "Moth, man, you're troubled. But you should be seeing a psychiatrist. Why on earth did you come here?" And then the moth said, "Because the light was on."
Thank you. Thank you very much. You win, Mom. You win.
My congratulations to anyone who stuck it through to the end.
Can I be congratulated?
So,
And them hands are still
Norm,
tiny.
we're pretty much out of time.
Well, listen, it's over.
What's that? Do it. We have. I understand you've been pitching television shows.
All right, y'all. That was the Moth joke. It was the longest. Why did the fly go to the doctor joke? But I mean, hey, I guess some people have certain ways of doing things, and Norm Macdonald had his way of saying, "Why did the doctor go to the pharmacist? Oh, why did the moth go to the doctor? I guess because the light was on." But there was a whole backstory and a long, tragic, informative story that went along with it. Anyway, y'all, let me get up out of here. Thanks again for joining me all the time on Roklan Reacts. My name is Roklan. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. And like I said in the beginning, just leave a few comments down in the comment section so I'll know what to look at next. Until then, y'all, peace out.